Hello students, how are you all? In the previous session, we learned about the organs and levels of government. We also learned that laws are made by the representatives of the people. But do you know who these representatives are? Let us discuss the story of one such representative, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He worked as the nominal head of our country from 2002 to 2007. He became the 11th President of India. He played a major role in India's space and missile programs. He helped to develop important missiles like Agni and Prithvi, which made India stronger. He is also known as the Missile Man of India. Dr. Kalam was a great inspiration. He always said that failures should never stop us. Instead, they should teach us to keep trying. So, let's take inspiration from Dr. Kalam and always remember, work hard, stay humble and never stop learning. In continuation to our learning, tell me, what type of government does India have? The system of governance adopted by our country is democracy. The word democracy comes from two Greek words, demos meaning people, kratos meaning rule or power. So, democracy literally means rule of the people. Then who are the people who rule the country? Just as your class monitor represents your class, some people represent different areas of the country. But do you know who choose these representatives? The answer is all the adult people of our country. And how are they chosen? They are chosen through elections. You all have heard the word election. To elect representatives, the same principle applies at the state and national levels. Through elections, people vote for their representatives. The representative who gets the most votes becomes an elected member of their respective assembly. At the state level, these elected representatives are generally called members of the Legislative Assembly or MLAs, and at the national level, they are known as members of Parliament or MPs. These elected representatives make decisions for them. In the assemblies, they present different opinions, have debates, and try to convince each other. But if they don't agree, they vote on issues and the majority decision is followed. This way, everyone's voice is heard in some way. India is the world's largest democracy with some 970 million voters in 2024. All Indian citizens above the age of 18 have the right to choose their representatives. This right is called the Universal Adult Franchise. Now, we will learn about representative democracy and direct democracy. Democracy, in which people elect leaders who make decisions on their behalf, is called representative democracy. Our India is an example of representative democracy. Representative democracy is more common in large countries because it is impractical for every citizen to vote on every issue. On the other hand, in a direct democracy, people don't elect leaders to make decisions for them. Instead, they vote on every issue themselves. In some cases, leaders still help organize discussions, but the people make the final decision through voting. So, in direct democracy, everyone votes instead of electing someone to decide for them. Direct democracy was used in ancient Greece, where people gathered in large meetings to vote on laws and decisions. Direct democracy allows all the citizens to vote on specific laws. It functions best in small groups or local settings. Students, you have to remember that democracy is not just about elections but also about participation. Whether direct or representative, democracy works best when people participate in discussions, debates, and voting. That's why it is important for all of us to be informed and responsible citizens. Now you understand why the name of this chapter is Grassroots Democracy. In democracy, grassroots refers to the local level, where ordinary citizens participate in decision making in their own villages, towns, or neighborhoods. We will discuss more about this grassroots democracy in next chapters. Let's check what we have learned today. Tell me, who is known as the Missile Man of India? Yes, you are right. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Give an example of representative democracy. Yes, our India is an example of representative democracy. Now the next question, which type of democracy was used in ancient Greece? You are right. Direct democracy was used in ancient Greece. And the last question, which country is the world's largest democracy? It's right. India is the world's largest democracy. Now, this is the time to discuss what we have learned today. First, democracy means rule of the people. Second, it derived from the two words demos and kratos. Third, all Indian citizens above the age of 18 have the right to choose their representatives. Fourth, in representative democracy, people participate in the decision-making process through their representatives. Fifth, in direct democracy, people directly participate in the decision-making process. Sixth, democracy functions through elected representatives both at the state and the nation levels. That's all for today. I hope you all had a great learning. Thank you.